Hello, my neonate cupcakes, and welcome back to Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines. Last time we finished up the Elizabeth Dane stuff, and this time we're going to immediately jump into the next quest, which is called Calling Dr. Grout. So Grout is missing, and we need to go find him, which we're going to go do. So if you jump to the taxi...
Where to?
Just drive. And you want to go to Grout's mansion. Hey, Nines, did you find Grout?
You. What are you doing here?
Yo, Nines, what's up?
No.
That wasn't really a yes or no question.
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Huh? Yeah, Nines is acting a little strange there. And he's gone. And we are in here. So we're just gonna head on inside. So, real quick here, though, let me actually make sure. Okay, I have my axe equipped. You're gonna want a weapon for this. All right, immediately as we walk in, you're gonna find people. And... well, that just sounds awful, doesn't it? Yeah, we're gonna be fighting our way through here. Now, just a quick reminder, this is the Malkavian Primogen's house, which essentially means that everyone is crazy. Something doesn't... you just entered Grout's mansion and something about it doesn't feel quite right. Yeah, Grout was insane, and... well, unfortunately that means all of his people here are also insane, so... ow! Yeah... you can, in fact, feed off these guys if you need to, so feel free to do that whenever you need to. Just kind of looking around, making sure we killed everybody we should have. Let's grab this tape here.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
Okay, just wanted to listen to that. It's actually rather interesting. This is giving us a hint of what we need to do. I don't know if there's anything else in here, but let's listen to this tape. While I kill this guy.
Unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
Grout creeps me out. So yeah, he was used to work in insane asylums, obviously. So there we go. This says, perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Time, however, erodes human perception and then in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having various effects on perception, time, and the mind itself. With harmony, progress is made. So basically, we have to pull these until all 3 of them are on, and you can kind of see, yeah, you just pull the mind one until the door opens. That's all we needed to do. And we got Grout's riddle solved. We'll be back here a little bit later. I don't think we can really do anything here for right now. And I think the door that opened is back this way. I think the door, wait. Okay, yes. Sorry about that. I needed to bring up my notes because I couldn't see them. Let's head through here. That's the door that opened. We got a lot of people here, so we're gonna make sure to kill them. I believe the males that I'm currently beating the crap out of, yeah, can do supernatural damage to you, so be cautious that they do not kill you. I'm gonna go after the ladies as well. Oh, wow. As well. They will eventually turn on you when they notice your presence. It will take them a little bit to get there. But, you know. Oh, no, I didn't realize you were still alive. Ow, you stop. Knock it off. Okay, so we are in here. So we're gonna kill all these guys. We want to head over here and actually activate this, which will open up a door. Yes. And it was actually pointing the direction that we need to go. So if we head on up here, don't forget that there is a person right here who's mourning, I guess mourning that person there. Yeah, I don't know. For bizarre, ow! Dude, these guys hurt, by the way. I don't know what kind of, I don't know if they're Malkavians, actually, or if they've just been changed by Grout's insistence on doing weird things. I don't know, let's grab this.
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess.
Really? Anyway, next.
My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
All right, we have a little outside place here, really cool, but we're just going straight ahead. And yeah, it's we're going through the right door. I think this is right. I didn't get turned around, did I? I might have. But we are going down the stairs and into here. Oh yeah, we went the right direction. Ow! Stop it. There was something in here, right? No, nothing in there. So let's just keep on going here. I try to do most of this game in first person because the cameras get a little wonky in close quarters when it comes to the third person view. All right, we got a bunch of enemies here, so... Ow! Stop that. Did I accidentally hit the woman behind me? I guess it wasn't really an accident. Oh. I may have to feed on someone to get some of my health back. Yeah, you're up there now. Well, now you're dead. So that actually works out. So, there we have it. Yeah, this room is basically the exact same as the previous room. There's some side-by-side stuff here. We want to go... We just want to keep going straight is what we want to do. Alright, we are in here. So first things first, let's take out these guys. Now we're going to be looking... Ow. Stop that. Alright, let's listen to this tape first.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
All right, so he's one of the interesting things about Grout is he's not a pure sufferer of the Malkavian, I want to say pure sufferer, but basically he doesn't suffer as much as, like, say, our duplicate friend from the asylum. Yeah, so kind of interesting. All right, so we are in here. Now, if we take a quick look around, we've got a door here. We've got various bookcases. We have a note, and let's read the note first. Whoops, I didn't actually mean to turn that on. Chaos, like the mind, can be understood only through the scientific process. Order, however, is only as good as the perception thereof. Time is the key that links the two and bears witness their ebb and flow. So we need to find something. Let's listen to this while I look around.
I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer. So named for some supposed vampire father figure of old, or poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
There we go. Wanted to solve that. Yeah, you have to turn all three on. There's also a book somewhere that you can actually... Do you hear that? You should. That you can actually pull to open that, but whatever. We're just going to drop down here, and we're going to head through the bookcase. We have, in fact, been here before. This should look familiar. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna notice that there's a whole bunch of craziness here. Let's pull this. Alright, so you can see that some of the power has turned off, so we're gonna be really careful here to walk over in this direction. Here is a Tarlfang, I think that's how that's pronounced. So let me take a quick look at that. It's in your inventory. This heavy fang could only have belonged to a ferocious predatory beast. You feel at ease knowing there's one less of those in the world, and it decreases your chance to frenzy. Yeah, very nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn off all these that we need to turn off so we can actually continue on with our lives. Which one have we not turned off? This one. There we go. So it's pretty easy to actually get through here. And we have a sword switch. Yeah, we need to pull that. Alright, so let's just keep on going here. So we've unlocked Grout's Inner Sanctum, which is what we were working on at this point. And we are back here, as you can see. So let's head back to where we were. I think we need to go in here. This is the red room. This is where we were to begin with. And we want to go straight. We just unlocked this. All right, first things first, we have enemies right off the bat. They're kind of all over the place in here, honestly. So let me start activating this, and we're going to kill people while we listen to him.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires. Voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illicit or theirs. For the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
Okay, so Grout has officially, in this level, started to not get paranoid. He is starting to hear the voices that I hear. Well, wait, that's actually what my Malkavian character hears, which I'm not currently Malkavian, I'm a Tremere, which is a totally different strain of vampire. But yes, so he's starting to hear some various things, and so that's bad news for him. You may think that it's fairly useful, which I think it is, but you also have to be kind of careful. So this is where we came in. We want to head to the left now. Oh, and one of the things that we just picked up, let me quickly note this. We did pick up some of the elder blood here. So normally we get regular packs of blood, just blood packs, but this one is elder. It heals you a lot more because it's fancy. All right, hello, I hate to do this to you, but you have to go. It is best to get up close and personal if you can, because bullets are not always available. Now, let's see, which rooms do we... This one is locked. One of these rooms has some morphine in it. The other ones don't have much of anything. Oh, I'm locked in. Don't have much of anything in them. They may have people in them, too, so be cautious. We're just gonna keep going. Oh gosh, that might cause seizures. Fly, my child. Ow. Yeah, Why are you not swinging? Kind of getting annoying. There we go. I don't remember which one has the morphine in it, actually. It's not that one, I don't think. Oh, yeah, and by the way, everybody's pretty much gone insane. That he's left is not helpful. Alright, well, let's just keep going. We're not even gonna worry about it. Don't really need the morphine anyway, so nothing else there. And we head straight in here. Can I feed off of you? Oh, well, I can. If I actually grab you. There we go. I just want to heal up. As you can kind of see, I was getting a little low on health, and it was the hard to heal kind of health, so we'll just take care of that. I'm gonna put my weapon away for now. There are, in fact, rats down here if you prefer to do that. I don't... I want to get up here so I can carefully meander my way up. Yeah, you need to slowly crawl your way up here. Oh, come on. Which will take us back to the green area. And our next conversation piece from Grout. Ow! Screw you.
The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once, I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices.
Well, Grout's gotten crazy, which, yeah, we were expecting that. So let's head on in here and head upstairs. We're getting closer to where we need to be. We've got another player here.
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. Her cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
So Grout has officially lost it. Now this is a kind of interesting thing here. It's just head inside. You're gonna note that, first of all, that's his wife. Just wanna point that out. Then there's all sorts of things like around there. There's a clock. There's a picture. I'm guessing that's the both of them. I'm not sure. A rose. I'm not entirely, is that I don't know what that is. A teddy bear or rabbit and a brain. Let's turn that on. I don't know why this works. I don't know why it's set up like this, but it is. And that door opens. We're going to be finishing this up next time, but we have officially unlocked the area that we need to go to find Grout. So I will see you guys next time when we actually take care of all this. You look pixelated in this.